What's happening, party people? Yes, I have cut my hair. Did a little trimming on my beard and sideburns too, so looking a little younger. That's what they say. Anyway, I am still in the Portland, Oregon area. I'll be here at least through Wednesday. At the last minute, the hotel here told me that they could extend my room, so that was good. You know, packing up all the stuff I got to pack up, rearranging everything in my car just to move across town or to a different hotels at drag. So I'm appreciative that they was able to squeeze me in, had a cancellation or something like that. So that's good. I don't have to change hotels. Now, I am considering cutting off new, I don't know what you want to call them, people in my schedule. Man, I keep getting more and more people added into my schedule here in Portland. If that happens in every city, I'll never make it home. I probably need to be home mid-April for this doctor's appointment stuff. So, if you are watching and you are considering have me stopping by and helping you with something, meet and greets, doing some work for you, doing some restoration, anything, call or text me to make sure I get you in the schedule, because probably February 28th at the end of the day, I'm not going to be taking any more new visits or stops or stuff like that. So if you're thinking about it, you haven't done it yet, and you want to contact me about helping you with something, now's the time. After this month, I'm just going to go through helping everybody that I already have in the schedule and headed home. I got other obligations from people, even from last year, that I was supposed to be helping this spring. I got my buddy Gregory in Brooklyn. He's been driving around with a burnt valve, afraid to take his car far. We're thinking about replacing that thing, either the whole car or the valve in that engine. Manual swapping a car for him. We got 2 or 3 people that I'm supposed to help manual swap cars in the New York area, Pennsylvania area, places like that. Then I need to finish John's car in Chicago. We got some minor tweaking to do on his. So I need to, I guess, consider wrapping this up. And of course, when I started this and was announcing that I was going to be in the West Coast area, I was primarily helping those that watch daily. I haven't been promoting or marketing this tour on any other platforms. So if you're not watching my YouTube channel almost daily, you don't even know I've been in your area. I'm still getting people contact me from Seattle, which is just up the road. But I'm not planning on going back up to Seattle to pick up any new customers or people that needs help. I'm considering going up there to help one guy that I was already trying to help. But other than that, I'm not really looking at backtracking. So that's where I'm at. If you haven't contacted me, call or text me and gotten on my schedule, you need to do it now, because come March 1st, I'm not going to be taking any more new requests. Any requests I get after March 1st is something that I may double back to maybe this fall or next winter. But I'm not really looking to pick up any more new people, because I'm not making any progress as far as changing locations. When I went to Seattle, I think I had 2 or 3 people. Thought I was going to be there 2-3 days. Ended up being there 3 weeks-ish. I've been in Portland here for a couple weeks, going on 3 here shortly. And I don't have a problem with that other than time and previous obligations. So I hope you guys understand that. But if you're watching daily, you can get in on it if you act now. So contact me today, tomorrow, and I'll get you scheduled in. If not, decide to do it later, I'll have to catch you on the rebound. I want to give a special thanks and a shout out to, all of my Patreon members and people that donate through these other situations. I got people send me money orders occasionally. People send me checks. I get people send me donations through PayPal and Cash App. Man, I really appreciate that. Got my check from YouTube the other day. probably the lowest payment I've received in maybe 3 years. YouTube, they say, have been taking a hit through this pandemic, advertising wise. For some reason, I really wasn't seeing it until this last month. The income on YouTube dropped like 30%. It's very noticeable. I don't even know if this last check covered my monthly nut. In business, we have what we call a monthly nut, and basically, everybody should have this in their budget. And that's basically what it costs you in hard expenses every month to make it through the month. What you spend in groceries, utilities, rent, a few bills that you have reoccurring. How much is that normally run? Man, my last YouTube check I got the other day, I don't know if it covered it. Just the basics. Now, I don't have no revolving credit accounts. I just not in a position to afford stuff like that. I don't have no card payments, no jewelry payments, no secondary real estate payments, stuff like that. I just have my basic cost of living. I don't even have a cable bill. But this last check, man, that thing was rough. So I really appreciate those of you that have stepped out and decided to support me through Patreon, stuff like that, because that helps. It's just offsets that loss that YouTube just flashes, no warning. I didn't get nobody from YouTube call me up and say, hey, we're having some issues, we're going to be cutting everybody's income by 30%. So basically, if you work for a living and your job pays you $3,000 a month and you get paid once a month, and you show up for work to get your paycheck, and instead of $3,000, they pay you $2,000. Pretty noticeable. Most people probably just quit, go get another job, with that kind of surprise. But, companies make cuts and stuff like that, and we don't control, I say we, YouTube creators don't control what we get as ad revenues unless we start our own platform. Now, I started my YouTube channel to help people like yourself learn how to fix things yourself, grow with your knowledge, and, slightly this entertaining, mostly helping people learn how to save money through fixing their own cars and stuff like that. So I'm really not interested in taking this little gig I got to a pay-only platform. So I'm not going to do that. I'm here to help people that they need the help learning how to fix things, and that's why I'm here. So I'm not totally smashed that they made that income change or pay change, but hey, I'm just saying I appreciate those people that have decided to make a commitment, a couple bucks a month or whatever, to help me make it through the day. I do appreciate that. Man, I guess it's really a blessing for me, but I would say over the last month was probably the most aggressive month that I've had grow through my Patreon site. I've had several new members, so I want to thank you guys individually, and not forgetting those that have been in that Patreon for years. I appreciate you guys especially, and just want to welcome in the new people. So I got Manny, JS, Eric S, Denzel M, Maddie V, Dina V, Chelsea, Tyler M, Rod A, I might have mentioned him before, Davies O, John H, Ronald W, Betsy S, my new friend up there in Seattle, Luke F, and then I've had a couple of reoccurring PayPal donations. David R, appreciate you, man, and William T sent a donation. So hey, special shout out, and I appreciate you guys' support, and hey, believe in what I'm doing. And my other friends and people out there that support me from time to time, I really do appreciate it. And man, thanks for your financial support and prayer. Last night, got that transmission and engine installed on that white 740. Hopefully I get some stuff done today. Met a guy yesterday that was pretty neat. He's got a green, I think it's a V70 all-wheel drive that he's putting together. Had some fun with him yesterday. Got to pick up some parts for him and just check on a few other things today, and maybe start working on that T5, getting that thing converted to a T5M. So Stay in touch, stay tuned, and I hope to see whoever's in the schedule soon. Hey, this is Robert, and I'm letting you know that we are on the road, traveling around the west part of the USA, helping people along the way. If you need help in Oregon, California, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Ohio, send me a message, call, or text so I can write your information down and get in touch with you when I reach your area. I have brought a lot of tools with me, and I'm gathering parts that I can use to help people along the way. Please check the links in the description area so you can see how my traveling expedition may help you while I'm traveling through your area. Look forward to meeting you for meet and greets or helping you complete some kind of repair, maintenance, or projects you're working on. Thanks for watching. Kicking off the day. It's a cold one in the Portland area. Boy. Trying to troubleshoot a no cranking issue on this C70. Ooh-wee. I'll stick your key in to see if it'll crank. Try it again.
Nothing.
Alright, my jump box probably shut off because it didn't start. Fired right up. Went very well. If it's a manual, you do have to push the clutch pedal in, especially if it's a factory manual. Hint to people out there that can't get the car to crank. We got some serious looking flow in this reservoir. Probably has a blown head. It's got a blown head gasket, man. I don't know, it just stopped. It had a lot of pressure in there. A lot of pressure and movement, but it stopped. Those spring seats are blown out. See if you could turn that one around. Yeah, see if you could turn that. Grab it and turn it hard. No? Nope. Only this one's blown out then. Had a lot of pressure on that. It may or may not have a blown head. Probably does. Yeah. But shoot. If you just got it just to strip the manual parts out, you won. Put it in your R. So we let the car idle till the fan kicked on. At this point, you want to try to see if it's got a blown head. It sucked down some of the coolant. You should be able to slowly get this coolant reservoir off, this cap off, without it bubbling over. May or may not have a blown head. We're going to try to ease this cap off, see if we can get it off without it bubbling over. Smells like inside that the heater core is leaking, breached. Trying to ease the cap off, the level keeps rising. Probably got a small breach in the head gasket. Oh, he was able to get it off. It's coming up, so it's probably a small breach, not too bad, but it'll probably need another cylinder head. So it's probably got a minor head gasket leak, or it's got air in the system. He'll burp it, try it again another time. Here with Greg with this 740. This thing is about to start going back together here soon. We're doing some engine mounts. And the transmission's all ready to go back on. We get the engine and stuff here for that 850 that's going in that. Then we got manual swap parts for the T5R. Hopefully doing that soon. And we're looking for a socket. The socket is hiding from us. And it's not a 10, it's a 15. Go figure. We are trying to get the oil pan off of this 740. However, these subframe bolts won't come out. So we're going to meditate on that overnight and hit this thing in the morning. Get this oil pan out so we can reseal it so this thing can quit leaking everything everywhere. But hey, 33 years, 32 years, it's allowed to leak. That's what we're working on. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.